Assalamu alaikum. I am Tanzila Khanam and this is Psychology Basics Intermediate Lectures of Psychology. We are studying about the research methods in psychology. Today our topic is survey method of research. Survey is a scientific method of research that is used to collect information about public opinions, public opinions, attitudes, marketing problems, and other social and political issues. All these issues are related to the public. Usually it seems difficult to go in field and gather information from all people. So this method is used to save effort and money, and a selected group of people is being questioned about the issue under consideration. Survey is the most frequently used methods in present age. After collecting the information, the results are analyzed. This method is used in different types of research to study the opinions and beliefs about any event, issue, or incident. There are mainly two types of survey. Number one is direct method. The direct survey method is used when there is a need to gather quick, fast, and simple information about a topic from public. Quick, fast, and simple. For example, public opinion about political leaders, specific products, different public events, etc. This is used to make better decisions, administrative policies, and to improve the products, etc. The second method that is used for survey is field study method. Field study survey method is basically a form of natural observation, as its name indicates. Information is gathered in field. The situations where it is not possible to conduct an experiment, field study survey is used. In this method, the researcher visits the field. Uh, Ask questions and records his observations. He has to observe them in their natural settings. Uh, in natural settings, he has no control over conditions. Sometimes the people in field are aware that they are being observed, and sometimes the researcher hides his identity. Both ways are used. For example, in case he is gathering information about some criminal gang, etc., he will not show his identity. Now, after the types of survey, we will discuss what tools are used to conduct a survey. The procedure that is used to collect information in a survey is called tools, tools of the survey. In which way we will gather the information. Generally, two types of tools are used. Number one is questionnaire and number two is interview. In order to gather information about the problem under study, various points are converted into a list of questions. This is called questionnaire. It includes a list of questions related to the topic of study. A good questionnaire should contain the following qualities. The questionnaire should be of reasonable length. It should not be too short or too long. Questions should be asked in simple and intelligible language. Ambiguous or unclear words should be avoided. Only relevant questions should be asked. Private information should not be asked. The making of questions should not force anyone to a specific answer. Questions should cover all aspects of the problem. So, if these qualities are present in a questionnaire, it is called a good questionnaire. Now, we will discuss how many types of questions are used in a questionnaire. Generally, two types of questions are used. Number one, close-ended, and number two, open-ended questions. Close-ended questions had two or more options which are provided to the subject, and he is bound to select the one. Whereas in MCQs are an example of close-ended questions. Whereas in open-ended questions, the respondent is given the freedom to give answer. He can answer according to his own will, no matter how long or short it would be. The second tool of the survey research method is interview. Interview is a face-to-face conversation between two or more persons. It is conducted usually in two ways: structured and unstructured interview. In structured interview, all questions are set beforehand. The interviewer asks questions in a specific order and cannot modify the number or order of them. The second type of interview is unstructured interview. In this type, the number and order of questions are not predetermined. Rather, the interviewer can ask questions related to different aspects of the problem in a flow of conversation. So, these were the tools of survey or the procedure in which survey method is conducted. Now, we shall discuss the steps that are used in survey research method. Number one is formulation of problem. The second step in survey research is identify the research question or hypothesis. The third one is identify the population, the sampling frame, and the sample. The fourth step in conducting survey research is data collection. Then comes the analysis of the data which is collected, and the final step in the survey research is conducting results and writing the report. Now we shall discuss them in detail one by one. Number one is formulation of problem. Formulation of problem is the initial step to conduct a survey. The problem should be significant in terms of psychological, social, and economic fields. In addition, the formulation of problems should lead to alleviation of problems and difficulties. The second step is research question or hypothesis. Hypothesis is the assumptive solution of the problem that is elaborated and verified during the survey. Research questions or hypotheses can take different forms in survey. Number one is description of characteristics or trends of a population of people. For example, long shirts are in fashion or short shirts. The second way to form a hypothesis is the comparison of groups. For example, comparison of males and females in usage of social media. The third form that a hypothesis in survey research can take is the relationship between two or more variables. For example, relationship between caffeine intake and improvement in mathematical performance. The third step is identifying the population and sampling frame. Population is identified before starting the survey. It refers to the individuals who may be studied with reference to a specific problem. For example, if we want to conduct survey on the cause of beggary in Punjab, all beggars in Punjab will be called population. After identifying the target population, a sample is selected using different techniques. Because it is not possible to collect information from the whole population, a few individuals are selected from among the population. It is called sample. A surveyor has to identify an adequate sample size. Now, what is sampling frame? A sampling frame in a survey research is a list of items or people forming a population from which a sample is taken. From which individual, from which sample is taken. The fourth step is data collection. At this stage, it is decided which tool of survey will be used and how. The questionnaires can be filled by gathering the sample at one point, or they can administer individually. They can also be sent through mail, or they can be published in media. Similarly, the interview may be conducted face to face or on phone. Every procedure has its own advantages and disadvantages. So, the researcher has to be fully aware of them while using the procedure. After collecting the data, the next step is analysis of data. The information collected through survey is called raw data. It is of no use until it is arranged and analyzed according to some principles or criteria. Different statistical techniques or principles are used to organize data, like statistical grid, graphs, etc. So it uses arrangement and organization of raw data by using different statistical procedure. After this analysis, results are drawn from the gathered data. So here come the results. The analysis of the data leads to results. Here the researcher comes to know whether the hypothesis is confirmed or rejected. After tabulation of results, a detailed report is written about the whole procedure so that in future it can be improved and the gaps can be filled. So a written report is provided for future survey. So all these were the steps how survey research is conducted in psychology. Now we shall talk about some advantages and disadvantages of survey method. Like all research method, the survey research method also has some disadvantages and disadvantages. First we will talk about advantages. It is very easy method to administer. The second advantage, it has a wide scope. It is inexpensive and cost effective method. It can also be conducted remotely. And it provides data from a large number of respondents. Side by side, it has some disadvantages too. Now we shall talk about those disadvantages. Number one is respondents may not provide accurate answer. Especially when surveys are conducted online. Close-ended questions limit the expression of people's opinion. The third one is, it is not an ideal method for controversial issues. And finally, some questions remained unanswered that can affect the results badly. So this was our survey method of research. Hope you found it helpful. If so, please like and share the video and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.